Oh boy, does it look like a very good year to be a nerd. Alright? Like, dude, this shit is crazy. We got all sorts of shit to talk about. We got new games, new shows. Like, dude, Mortal Kombat 1, to me, has... It looks fucking... It looks so fun, to be honest. It looks like it's... I don't know if I would say best gameplay out of, like, all of the Mortal Kombats, but it does look like a lot of fun. You know what I mean? And the thing that has me most excited for the game, you know, aside from it just looking cool and, you know, wanting to know where, you know, they're going to take the story this time, is... Wait, hold on. It's simply, like, the DLC video that got released, like, I think, like, a day or two ago, where Omni-Man and fucking Homelander... Ermac and shit, they're gonna be added to the game. That's fucking amazing. And Takeda is coming back. That's great. I've always wanted to kind of know what happened to Takeda. You know what I mean? I've always, like, he was such a great character in Mortal Kombat 10. And then, I don't know why they removed him, along with, like, most of the other, you know, Mortal Kombat kids, if I'd say. You know, if that's how you, that's how I'm supposed to say it. I really know. But out of, like, all of them, out of, like, the younger generation of Mortal Kombat fighters, I genuinely liked, you know... It was Takeda and Cassie, for me. Okay. But it's Takeda and Cassidy, for me, that, like, genuinely, like, those were a lot of fun characters to play. Not only that, but a lot of the horror movie characters that you could play. I remember, like, for a while, I mained Jason. But I have a feeling that in this game, they're going to make, like, Omni-Man and Homelander fucking just so great to play. What I'm hoping is that they're not going to be, like, cameo characters. You know what I mean? That would suck. I hope, like, don't get me wrong, the cameo system is pretty freaking cool. You know what I mean? And you could either do a cameo fatality or you can do a normal fatality. That's pretty sweet. And, but I really want those characters to be, like, playable characters, not just cameo characters. You know what I mean? Which is great. Not is great, but it's like would be great and stuff like that. So, and I'm also curious to see how Ermac plays in this game too. I've always like wondered how he was gonna look, you know what I mean, or like, you know, how he'd play. I think they left him out in Mortal Kombat 11. I can't remember, but you know, that'd be pretty sick. So yeah, he's gonna play, and then you got Takeda. You get. You know, I have a feeling he's gonna be a lot of fun in this game in the new Mortal Kombat. I have a feeling. I like that's what like has me really excited for that. Not only that, not only like Mortal Kombat 1 stuff, but like Counter-Strike 2 is supposed to come out soon. You know what I mean? That's gonna be fun. They've already shown a lot of what they're like doing with it. It's kind of like innovate it and, you know, make Counter-Strike as a whole better. You know, and, like, it's not... What makes me happy about it is that they're not treating it like a sequel, if that makes sense. They're adding 2. They're adding, like, Counter-Strike 2, but they're not treating it like a sequel. At least I don't think they are. It doesn't look like it. It's not going to be, like, the same Overwatch situation where it's just, like, we're going to hype this game up. It's going to be a sequel. It's going to look great. You know what I mean? And we're going to have story and shit. No, this genuinely looks like just like a massive graphics overhaul and like an update to certain things. Now, I'm glad for this one they're taking inspiration from Valorant when it comes to like selling. Like the amount of times I've purchased like a weapon that I didn't mean to, and then I just couldn't throw it away, so I just wasted money. You know what I mean? And it even has the same like kind of buy screen layout, which is definitely gonna be strange to adjust to, but at the same time, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's gonna just be more of like an ease of access kind of thing. Not only that, like the game just kind of looks a little more prettier than what CS:GO does now. So yeah, it's gonna definitely be interesting to see what kind of take they do on Counter-Strike and shit. Now, on the, you know, TV show and shit, like, side of things, the One Piece live action got announced. That's pretty cool. Well, it didn't get announced. The new trailer came out. There are some things that I do believe could look better. Don't get me wrong. Like, everybody's sitting there crying that the devil fruits don't, like, the devil fruit powers don't look, you know, like, oh, it's nothing, you know, it's nothing like the show. It's nothing like the show. It looks weird. It looks creepy. Dude, of course it does. Like, how do I put it? The abilities that I've seen so far of just, you know, Buggy and Luffy, they look like how they would look in a live action setting. If that makes sense. You know, I've always, like, heard a lot about, like, how, you know, the rubber powers are gonna be, like, really fucking hard and can maybe even kind of annoying to, like, turn into something. Like, make it look realistic. And at the same time, I'm kind of glad they didn't try so hard to make it look real. But there are a lot of things that look kind of off-putting to me. Like, there was one scene in the trailer where Sanji did this flying kick, and it looked really goofy. It looked goofy as fuck, but also kind of hilarious at the same time. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? It's okay. You know, it's alright. So, yeah. Also, going back on what I said, I'm kind of glad they didn't make it look real. They tried their best to make it look as best as possible for the live action. A lot of the gum abilities and the chop shit. You know, and I appreciate that. It doesn't look horrible. You know what I mean? Like, something like that, like, obviously is going to be, like, hard to adapt into, like, a live action setting, because so many of these abilities are just really silly. And, like, you're just kind of like, what the fuck? But at the same time, One Piece as a whole is, like, goofy as shit. So it's kind of fitting that, like, everything kind of looks silly. You know what I mean? There are some things that they did change from the original, like, story. Like, Nami being there and being inside the room for the Arlong fight. That was kind of like, okay, that wasn't there before, but, you know, who cares, right? And, Arlong is, I feel like Arlong, like, again, Arlong is one of those things that, like, yeah, this is how Arlong would look if he was a real-life character. If that makes sense. But I'm just kind of interested on how the fights are going to go. I do like the characters so far. I do like the actors. I think, you know, they play their part pretty well. I think, you know, despite what everybody says, I think Buggy looks great. You know what I mean? I think Buggy looks pretty damn good in the live action. You know, Shanks, especially Mihawk. I think Mihawk is definitely the best looking one, and, like, out of the entire cast. I feel like, you know, his design looks a lot better. And I don't even, like, I even like Roger and Shanks. You know, Shanks also looks kind of good, you know, for the live action. And, like, even Roger, like, he didn't look too bad. You know, he looked like a pirate. And that's, you know, that's good. They're pirates. They're supposed to look like pirates, obviously, right? So, yeah, you know, I'm eager to see what the One Piece live action is going to look like. The sets and even the Going Merry itself look amazing. You know what I mean? So, it's going to be definitely kind of like a trip to see where they go with that. You know, another thing, Invincible Season 2 got announced, too. That's fucking cool. You know what I mean? I found out about the Invincible Season 2, I think, like, yesterday. And, I'm really excited to see what they're doing. Like, Season 1 was fucking great. I really liked Season 1 of, Invincible. And I've been really kind of, like, you know, jumping in my seat for a Season 2. And I think it's gonna be fucking great. You know what I mean? Like, the whole, like, twist villain being, like, you know, Omni-Man and shit like that, and him beating the shit out of, like, everyone in the entire world, especially Mark. I'm stuttering, sorry. I'm, like, really curious to see, like, you know, how Mark grows and, you know, adapts from that situation. You know what I mean? I'm also curious to see new abilities. I'm hoping that'll be pretty good. So, yeah. This was just me. This was just a video of me rambling about video games and TV shows. Because I can. Alright, see you guys later. Good night.